Hey, what's good all? How's it going? And welcome back to my latest episode of Cherry on Pop. This is episode 9. And as always, like I say at the beginning of every video, hit that like and follow down below if you haven't seen any previous ones so you know when they go live. Also hit the little bell next to it. That'll give you notifications, computer, mobile, however. It'll let you know when I actually drop them, which is usually around the same time at night, right around 7 or so. But it depends, life happens. So, as with every Cherry on Pop, I first start out with any of the new stuff that's been announced. A lot of it is kind of repetitive from previous Cherry on Pop, but they got the final versions to show off, so you will see those in front of my beautiful face. And then, of course, I finish off with a couple unboxings, which I got some badass unboxings to start off with this week, and it's actually going to continue the next couple weeks for this series that I have. So, first and foremost, the announcements. We got first up, of course, a great show, which I know, I haven't finished. I'm 6 episodes done. I got 2 more to go. I think 2 or 3. 2 or 3. I don't know if I remember if I watched 6 or whatnot, but it's Stranger Things. Great show on Netflix. If you have Netflix and you want to get like a suspense mystery type show, not really too much horror style to it, but it's more of a thriller. Great show. I recommend it. Definitely go see it. But yeah, Stranger Things is amazing. And they just announced their Pocket Pop keychain line, which you have 4 Pocket Pop keychains. None of them are exclusive. They are all coming in June. And we start off with, we have Barb, Dustin, Demogorgon, I think is how you say it. I don't think I've got to that part in the series. I don't remember. And then, of course, 11. Gotta love 11. So, yeah. The Stranger Things Pocket Pop keychain. Next up, we have a line of Dorbs coming from a movie that's coming out later, I think in July, I believe. Amazing series in the movies so far. They've already came out with 2 that were incredible. Loved them. I bought them Blu-ray. I've watched them many times. I gotta watch them again here soon. But this third one, I am so excited for. It's kind of kept a little under the radar. But I'm talking about Planet of the Apes. So these are the Dorbs Planet of the Apes line. You have a couple different ones. It looks like there's 4 of them. There is a limited edition one that's part of it, but they're all coming in May. And they're from the classic Planet of the Apes. So it's not from the movies. Just so you know, they're not from the movies. They're from the classic Planet of the Apes films. You have George, Cornelius, and Zira. Cornelius has the one version. That's the regular version. Zira is going to be your actual limited edition one that it's going to be harder to find. I believe it says it's a Chase It variant. Oh no, George is the variant, is the harder one to find. So how it works out is Zira is limited to 5,000 pieces, but that's going to be everywhere. The Chase is 1 in 6, so 1 in 6 of the George ones, which there's 2 different George ones. You will, get lucky at a store or something like that. But yeah, 1 in 6 is going to be that Chase variant, like any other Chase variant. So that's your line of Planet of the Apes Dorbs. Like I said, they're from the original movie. The next line is a line that I grew up watching, but I don't watch it like I used to. It's just something that I just don't have the time to watch, and it just doesn't pique my interest quite as much. But that's the WWE. They have 2 different lines coming out for it. They have the Pint-Sized Heroes and the Pop line. So there's quite a bit of difference. But for the Pint-Sized Heroes, you have a bunch of them. Now, if I get some of the names wrong and stuff, like I said, I don't watch it now, so I don't know their names as well. But I'm fairly familiar, and they've got some old school ones which I grew up watching. You can find Kevin Owens, Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Randy Savage, Nikki Bella, members of the New Day, and more. There is exclusive characters at Toys R Us, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Ric Flair, and Finn Balor. But that's the only exclusives, and those are coming in June. And then, of course, like I said, there's the Pop line, which the Pop line is all newer, actually newer and older characters. They're all coming in April. You start off with the Demon Finn Balor, which is an FYE exclusive. And I believe I saw it on sale already at FYE. Or you could pre-order it from FYE. So if you're a fan of WWE, go pick it up now. The rest, they're not exclusive to anywhere. There is one Chase variant, which I'll tell you about. But we got AJ Styles, Goldberg, which Goldberg is classic in the day. Loved Goldberg. One of my favorite wrestlers of all time. Then you have Mick Foley. And then there's two versions of Finn Balor. Of the regular Finn Balor. You have the Chase variant, which is the 1 in 6 variant. So 1 in 6 are going to be the Chase. And then you have the regular Finn Balor. So if you like them, they're coming out this month. So keep an eye out for them. Most of them might even be released already. So, and then we have a line of a movie, and they're the pop keychains and regular pops of a classic movie. There was 3 of them made. It's an epic adventure. Loved it. I don't know how many times I've seen it. I mean, I've even sat there and watched the 15 hours extended versions. And what I'm talking about is Lord of the Rings. Classic. I mean, just, you can't go wrong with the Lord of the Rings. So we'll start off with the Pocket Pop keychains. There's 2 of them, and they're coming in June, not exclusive to anywhere. We have Frodo Baggins and Gandalf. And what I believe is this is the first Lord of the Rings. So if you're a fan, which I'm going to have to, I might have to pick a few of these up because I love Lord of the Rings. Love them. So then the Pop figures, which the Pop figures none are technically exclusive to any store. But there is one Chase variant. First and foremost, we have the 6-inch supersized Pop of Balrog. He's badass looking. That's probably the one I'll definitely get. Then we move on to the regular Pops. We have Saruman. Pretty sick looking. We got Nazgul, which gotta love the Nazguls. Samwise Gamgee. Samwise. Good old Sam. Good old Sam. We got Gandalf. And then we have 2 different Frodo Baggins, which the first one is the Chase variant. It's when he was cut with the sword in the first movie. I mean, it's a long time ago, so spoilers, whatever. But yeah, so that's pretty sick looking. He looks more like a ghost in a sense, is what you would go after, which is pretty sick. And then that's the 1 in 6 rarity, and then you got the regular Frodo Baggins. So that's your Lord of the Rings. And if you haven't seen Lord of the Rings, I cannot recommend it enough. Even if you're not a fantasy fan, just the epicness and the enjoyment and how well the acting and the story and the everything about it, I cannot recommend it enough. So please go see it and let me know in the comments below. You know, did you see it? Have you seen it? Which one of them of the 3 you like the most? And then finally, the final line is a Japanese anime series that I haven't seen, and I've been it's piquing my interest more and more. Now that they came up with a movie, and the next season I believe is coming out later this year, if it's not already out already. But I'm talking about Attack on Titan. There's Pop keychains and Pops. First up, we have the keychains, which we have Annie, Lionheart, and Levi. Those are both coming in June, not exclusive to anywhere. So keep a lookout for those. And then we have our regular Pops, which it looks like none of these are exclusive either, and these are all coming in June also. You have 2 supersized, which they're the actual Titans, and I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe the Titans actually eat people in the series. It's kind of interesting type concept, but yeah, you've got the Armored Titan and the Female Titan, both 6-inch supersized Pops, and then you move into the 2 regular Pops, which is Levi and Annie Leonhardt. I think Leonhardt. So, like I said, I haven't seen it, so please, if I got it wrong, let me know. So that's it. Let me know which ones you're excited for down in the comments below. And, you hear when I talk about which ones I'm looking forward to and all that. So tell me any of them. And now, of course, we have our box openings. These three are a continuation of some other ones that I've opened already. I've gotten some exclusives. The 3 exclusive that actually came out. 1 to Hot Topic, 2 to GameStop. It's a great series. They did a little April Fool's joke, which their April Fool's joke was releasing episode 1. But I'm talking about Rick and Morty. Series 2 came out. I have the other 4 I'll be getting here soon, so I'll be showing those off as I get them. But I've gotten 3 so far. And the first one up we have is Bird Person. Yeah, so I won't show the back of the box. I mean, you can look it up. I've already shown it off. Actually, you know what? I can even show it off anyways because I'll be showing the pops as it comes. But Bird Person was one of Rick's, technically considered best friend in a way. But there's a long story. I really want you to watch the series to see it because I cannot recommend it enough. Even if the humor isn't the greatest for you, the writing and the animation, everything about it, everything, I mean, is great. So this one comes with the stand, which they finally learned after 3 of them that didn't have it. But we have Bird Person. I like him. So pretty sick. Pretty sick. Next up we have Morty. And he's weaponized Morty. So he's got his little gun in his hands, which, I mean, we all know Morty. Morty's an interesting character in the show. And the basis of the show with the Mortys and all that. Yes, Mortys. Pretty sick. So, like I said, it is a great show. I cannot recommend it enough. And I am having an issue getting the feet in the holes here because you got to do it a certain way. But yeah, there's weaponized Morty. And then finally, one of my favorite characters. I have a hoodie of him. Love the character. Love every little aspect and what they've done with him in the show. But we got the Meeseeks. I'm Mr. Meeseek. Love it. But I had to pick him up. I couldn't pass up the Meeseek. Now, there is another Meeseek out there. It's the Chase variant. So, if anyone sees it, let me know, please. Because I really do want to get the Chase variant and complete the series because my goal is to get the whole series of Rick and Morty. If you know as me as a collector with the pops, I get the ones that I like. Well, I like all of the Rick and Morty ones. So if you see it, let me know. I mean, I can always eBay it. But I'm not looking to spend $100 on one. I don't want to drop a ton of money on one. But yes, I definitely want to pick up the other Meeseek. I believe his mouth is open. So, his head turns really easily. Wow. I hope that's just not broken, because usually they don't turn that easily. But we got Mr. Meeseek. It just turns real easily, so that's just the way it is. So, well, that's it. Hopefully you liked the video, this episode of Cherry on Pop. Please hit that like and follow down below. We have the rest of my social media down there. I'm shooting out some tweets here and there, Got a lot of other badass videos coming out just right around this time. Bunch of unboxings, all that stuff. So keep an eye out for that stuff. Also, as I always say, please don't forget to unleash your inner nerd. And I will see you next Cherry on Pop. Peace.